press statement.
The government has finally signed Department Order 174, the much-awaited rules on contractualization. But even with ink still fresh on paper, protests have already begun. From the get-go, Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello says he has no power to abolish contractual work, the major demand of workers' groups. The most he can do is to make sure these schemes aren't abused to deny workers their rights. DO 174 bans practices like labor-only contracting. It also bans employers from making their workers sign agreements like post-dated resignation letters and waivers for minimum wage and welfare benefits. Perhaps most important of all, DO 174 explicitly calls out the so-called 555 or ENDO schemes, the repeated hiring of workers on 5-month contracts so employers don't need to regularize them on the 6th month.
In addition, I've requested for a plantilla of additional 200 inspectors, labor law inspectors. Kasi kailangan namin yan.
Outside the DOLE headquarters, though, protesters made their anger known. DO 174 still recognizes manpower agencies, as long as they're registered every 2 years and put up a capital of 5 million pesos. Workers say companies can avoid regularizing them if agencies will absorb them anyway.
So katulad ng kooperatiba na may 5 million na capital at sabihin nila na regular sila doon sa kooperatiba, pero ang ginagawa nila katulad din ng ginagawa ng sa factory workers na regular. May yung diskriminasyon pa rin dyan.
The DOLE admits it had to make compromises just to get the order out. The National Tripartite Industrial Peace Council did not give its approval to DO 174.
Ideally, magkakaroon po ng consensus. But if there is an impasse or there is a deadlock, it's up for the Secretary to make this decision.
More nationwide protests are scheduled next week. Activists say the fight continues, especially since the end of contractualization was promised to them by no less than the President. Claire Yao, CNN Philippines.